Alrighty, good morning folks. Out for another morning hunt with Sergio. You can see I've got a pretty scrappy hole here. Dawn's just about to crack. Sort of moving along that same area I've been playing with all the time. Apologies for the wind noise there folks. And I don't know if you can see that, but just there I've got a scrappy, crusty penny. Just give that a bit of a wipe over. See if we can't get a date off that. Get it nice, 1935 there folks. 1935 Commonwealth of Australia penny. Alrighty, let's crack on, see what else we can find, eh? Alrighty ladies and gents, it's still going along. It's about 5 minutes later. Apologies for the wind noise. And you can see there I've popped another coin. Now I reckon this is a shilling. I reckon it's what I needed last week. The week before. Yep, it's definitely a shilling. It's a ram's head shilling. I'm going to give it a bit of a lick, folks. Yeah, I can see the ram there, and I know it's looks like 1946. It's not going to be a 1944 or anything like that because it's quite green, so it's going to be one of the 50%ers. But that's excellent. So I've got myself a shilling, first silver. Yeehaw! More of a scrub. Yeah, not getting much off that side, but you can see the outline of the ram just there. Alrighty, let's crack on. Right folks, still rocking along here. Sun's up now, so I can get rid of the torch. In a nice little shallow hole right next to the river here. It looks like I've pulled up a florin. Let's have a look at that. Oh, it is. It's a 1942. 1942 florin. Let's have a look at the other side. Now this rang up a solid 96 both ways on the XP Deus. And there you go, 1942. We'll give it a bit of a rub. Yeah, look at that, comes up beautiful. Alrighty, let's crack on. Alrighty folks, so here's my next find, and it's a freaking monster. Look at that. It's an old key. Now I didn't bend that. I didn't think I bent it anyway. But that's a huge beast of a thing. Narrows quite significantly from the end down to the handle. Got a bit of weight to it too. It's a beautiful piece. Absolutely gorgeous. Alrighty, a little bit of history right there, folks. Alright, let's crack on. Alrighty, folks. Here's my next target. It's a reasonably shallow hole, but look at that. Looks like a sixpence. Give it a bit of a rub. There we go there. It's a wartime one, 1940. Wait. Yeah, 1945. It looks like a San Francisco mint underneath there. Excellent. Alrighty. Been here a while, so finally to hit the coins, hit the silvers is great. Alright, let's crack on. Alrighty, ladies and gents. My next decent target has come out just here in the spoil. And it's a Commonwealth of Australia penny. Quick rub. And it's a 1923. 1923 Commonwealth of Australia penny. In pretty good nick actually. Look at that. That was an 89 both ways. Nice. Alrighty, let's crack on. Alrighty folks, I reckon we might be going to get a wet arse soon. Looking at that, that coming in here might put a premature end to this morning's activities. But while the sun's still out, or while the cloud hasn't really covered over, I've managed to get myself another penny. This one is a 1944 Skippy penny. And on the back, King George VI. Alrighty, let's crack on. Alrighty folks, so like I said, we're going to get a wet arse. It's already raining. But heading back towards the car. And it looks like I've managed to pop a threepence. A bit of a rub. I can't see anything on that, but that's a sheaf of wheat threepence. So that's awesome. That's the complete deck of silvers. Now I just got one more coin to find. Righto, let's crack on. Alrighty folks, so you can see things are getting a bit damp out here, but if you look just there, that's my second threepence of the day. And it's a coat of arms threepence this time. 1910. First year the threepence was minted. Excellent. Alrighty, let's crack on. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, last target of the day. Sergio's detector's just gone flat, so we're just about to head to the car. My last target, clutching at straws. This was a really iffy signal. You can see down there, folks, that looks an awful lot like a halfpenny. And that is the full house. I've got one of everything. I've got a few. There's a 1959 Skippy halfpenny, which rounds out my full house, and I'm headed to the car. So it's been a couple of weeks in a row we've had a good crack at it, but this week we've knocked it over. Yeehaw, Grandma, time to go home. Alrighty, folks, welcome to the roundup from today, and it was a pretty good day. Managed to get one of everything. So the old straight, it's been a while since I got one. I left it to the last minute with one of the commonest coins. Like, you've been out with me before and sent me halfpennies, I find, and it took me right up until the very end to find a halfpenny. Bit of a shocker, really, but let's go through what we had. Okay, up here in the pennies we've got two Commonwealth of Australia pennies, a 1935 and a 1923, and then we've got a 1944 Roo penny. For those of my viewers from overseas who haven't seen one of these before, I was going to try and get as close as I can so you can get a good look at this. They're a particularly pretty coin. I'll flip it over, and there you've got King George VI. But the coins themselves are a particularly pretty coin. A lot of the time they don't come out that nice. Something to do with the metal mix, but that one's in pretty good nick. The halfpennies, I did find a quarter of a halfpenny before, but that doesn't really count. And there's the offending 1959 or 1939. One of those, I think it's a 1959 halfpenny that came out right at the end. So have a look at the silvers. We've got some nice ones here. We've got a 925 florin, or 2 shilling piece. That's a 1942 florin. We've got a scrappy 1946 shilling, and then a nice little 1943 sixpence, and 2 threepences. One is one of the earliest threepences, or the earliest threepence in the Australian series, the 1910, and we've got a 1941. The usual array of brown buggers, 1 and 2 cent pieces. They sound so good. A couple of 5 cent pieces just happen to be in the hole with the 2 cent piece. And then the relics, we've got this shotgun cartridge case. I'm not going to talk much about that, you've seen plenty of those before. This piece of decorative silver, I hypothesised out in the field with Sergio, it might have been part of a thimble or something like that, but I don't think so, but it's definitely silver. It's just seen better days. And last but not least, this beautiful beautiful key that you saw come out. I think the find of the day for me is that florin. I do like a bit of a sucker for a nice florin, and that one's in particularly good nick. Alright, folks, I hope you enjoyed the hunt, and we'll see you on the next one, eh?